got through the first half of 2020. Hi everyone, I am Leah Blue, the Say and Do Go-To, and in addition to my videos on all things saying and doing, I also add in every single month 2 extra videos. One is my book review, that's going to be up here as well, and one is my month in review, because I really believe that we have to look back to move ahead. My month in review, sometimes this video could be a little bit longer than my other videos because I'm sort of reflecting on what happened and sharing my lessons learned with you. The more we share together, the more we learn together. So let's dive in to what happened in the month of June. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my calendar. So some of you may be laughing and thinking, did she just show us a humongous page that she drew a calendar on? Yes, I did. So my thing is, it really doesn't matter what kind of calendar management tool you use. The key is to play around with what is out there and find one that works for you. So there's so often, so many people will say, but Leah, you know, this is better and that is better. The thing is, whatever works for you is whatever works for you. I've tried out different things, and I must say, I'm really very much a paper and pencil kind of girl. So my calendar management system, I use 3 actually. So I draw every single month 2 calendars, one for my month of just generally what I have to do, what's going on, and one for my social media management. I also use my calendar on my phone, and I also have a planner. And you know what? I've been in business for 16 years. I've tried out the the project management tools online, and they just don't work for me, or at least not yet. So I'm cool with it right now. So if I look down, that's what I'm looking down at. If you'd like to learn more about my system for managing both my month and my social media on these paper calendars, let me know. I can always do a video on that. So June was the last month in the first half of the most unique year of my life to date, which is 2020. And of course, we are all here hoping that the second half of 2020 will be different. But you know what? The lesson that I learned, and then I'm going to share with you, for me, the feeling that I have coming out of June and taking me in to the second half is really the one that I think that we all should vibe on, that we all should encapsulate, that we all should live for the rest of this year. Of course, I'm going to share that with you in a little bit. But let me see what happened in the month. What can I share? So my grandfather turned 90. My mother's father turned 90 in June. And, you know, when I thought about it, it really had me thinking, if we're blessed to reach 90, we are going to be adults actually for the majority of our life. We're going to be adulting for most of our life. So wouldn't it make sense to put good habits and a strong system in place so that your adulting can be good? I'm not saying that you don't have to stumble and fall, but why stumble and fall all the time? So that was my thinking, you know, when I reflected on Papa turning 90, is that, you know what, you get good habits in place and really think about the kind of life that you want to lead. Really think about what is important to you, because you're going to be in it for a long time. Personally, what else went on? I was not able to work out as much as I would have liked. I did tell you that I typically don't have major workout goals. You know, movement for me is just a part of my life. It's just a set habit. But in 2019, I decided to set a goal, and I met that. And then I wanted to up it again in 2020 to see if I could stick at that. But I had a little injury, and I guess, you know, I told myself, you know, all athletes have injuries. But I did have a little injury that set me back. And it really just reminded me once again that you have to be patient with yourself. So there are going to be road bumps, there are going to be road blocks, And you really have to be patient with yourself. You do have to take care of yourself. And I know for myself that being patient with myself sometimes is not the easiest thing, because I kind of just want to do, right? But yeah, do what you can. Really and truly do what you can. So that was a big lesson, a reminder to me. In terms of work, the online training and coaching is continuing. So happy that more and more clients who had previously only done face-to-face work with me, that they are embracing online, because I guess, you know what, everybody is embracing online now. So I'm so glad that more people are going with it, and we're all adapting how we do business, right? We're just adapting. And I would say, you know, I just want to make sure, of course, myself, that I make it easy for the end user. So I make it easy for my training workshop participants. I make it easy for my coaching clients. And I just, you know, invite you to do the same. So always think of your end user. Really and truly, that's what it's about. So as you adapt how you do business, never forget the end user. So for myself, I'll give an example. In my training programs, in my face-to-face live training programs, I always want to make sure that my clients have breakout sessions, that we have fun, that there are activities as an individual and as a group. And I'm really happy to say that nothing really has changed. I've just made sure that the same things are happening, but in a different way. That's all it is. So you're adapting, but making sure that your end user still has an amazing experience with you. What else going on? I am based here in Trinidad and Tobago, in Trinidad, and we are slowly coming out of lockdown. We have less restrictions now. We can go out, but we have to wear a mask. So we can go out, but there are some restrictions in place, and I'm still very cautious. So I'm not yet running to be in a crowd. And I think that, you know, I have some friends who are comfortable being out, and I think this is really a moment to just respect everybody's wishes. It's a reminder that not everybody feels the same way at the same time, and this has nothing to do with COVID. This is just like life in general, that people are going to have different feelings about different things, and it's a reminder just to respect that if someone says they don't want to come out, you know, don't take it personally. That person may have had certain feelings about COVID, or they may have been impacted by lockdown in a different way. So it is a time, again, calling for us to be more compassionate with each other, more understanding, more compassionate, and, you know, stop taking everything so personally. So I'm very cautious still. We'll see how that goes, as you know, with each week. So for me this month, you know, it's really been a month of focusing on one thing. When I think about all the different things that happened, oops, my calendars just fell. If I think about all the things that happened in the month, I feel like there was one big lesson that came out for me, and the lesson was that I can have the same goals. I actually do have the same goals for 2020. My goals have not changed with regards to my personal life, my habits, my business goals. All I've done is adjust the sales. So my message really is to everyone out there. I know that this year is stretching all of us. It really is stretching all of us. And whether it is you want to keep the same goals, or whether it is your goals have changed, or whether it is you have new goals, I think definitely what we have to do in a time like this is get really good at accepting that we have to adjust the sales, and get really good at adjusting the sales, but keep moving on. You know, adjusting your sales really for me is about resiliency. It's about creativity. It's about focus, right? So that's what I mean when I say adjust the sales. It's digging in deep into, okay, I still want to do this, but maybe I can't do it the same way. But how can I still get it done? So my message to everyone as we enter the second half of 2020, and you know, there's so many memes out there in what is to come for 2020. You know, I don't know if you've seen the one that, okay, what is next is the alien invasion. whatever is next in 2020, I just invite everybody, be patient with yourself and with what is going on. Continue to really practice compassion for others and adjust the sails, but keep on moving.